The time is 10 a.m. and this is WKYT Midmorning. We're tracking the latest on a fire at a Lexington motel that's happened today.
We're learning more about a second arrest in a Laurel County murder case.
And the ladies of the Big Blue Nation packed Rupp Arena for a record turnout this weekend. We'll have more on John Calipari's annual women's clinic. That in your forecast just ahead.
This is WKYT Midmorning.
Well, good morning and welcome in. It's great to have you here with us at Midmorning. Hopefully things have settled down a little bit. You can enjoy the news. I'm Bill Bryant.
And I'm Barbara Bailey. Boy, what a weekend we had in the weather.
Wasn't it nice?
Yeah, kind of crazy and a beautiful start to the week.
Yeah, a little chilly in the mornings, but today not so bad, and we expect some more of that sunshine. Let's check in with Micah. Good morning.
Hey, good morning. Yeah, we're going to have sunshine not only today, but that goes for Tuesday and Wednesday, and then we'll start to see some rain move on in after that. So the next few days really don't look all that bad. We're at 58 degrees now in Lexington. We're at already 62 degrees in Monticello down south, 60 degrees coming in Breathitt County too, and we'll finish off right around 67. So a pretty nice day in store. Now we'll travel in toward the next few days, and the focus of the forecast is how normal we finally feel. It's back to that fall look and feel. It's back in the forecast, and then, like I said, here comes two more fronts that we're going to be talking about. Does that interfere with our weekend? I'll have that coming up in just a few minutes.
Okay, thank you. Let's get to the news.
We began this mid-morning with a fire investigation at a Lexington motel.
The scene is at the Lexington Motor Inn that is off East New Circle across from the Parkhead Drive-In. WKYT's Mike Byer is live in Lexington now, tracking the latest on that. Good morning, Mike.
Good morning, Bill. Actually, firefighters just left, so the scene is clear now, but they say this fire could have been a whole lot worse, but because the Lexington Motor Inn is made of concrete, it did not give the fire a chance to spread from the worm where it started. Now, the fire broke out shortly before 8 this morning at the motel located off East New Circle Road behind Peddler's Mall. Firefighters say a couch in one of the rooms caught fire, but they were able to extinguish the flames quickly. The fire was contained to one room. As a result, the entire motel was evacuated. Everyone has been given the okay to return to their rooms, though, besides the unit where the fire started. Firefighters tell us 2 people were injured, but the good news is they were treated at the scene and released. Now, we're told the room where the fire started has a smoke detector, but it's not clear whether that smoke detector went off because it actually melted in the fire. So crews are going to continue investigating. Live in Lexington, Mike Byer, WKYT.
Mike, thank you very much. A Mercer County teenager accused of murdering and robbing another teen is in court here at Midmorning.
16-year-old Trenton Easterling is accused of murdering and robbing Tristan Cole in April. Easterling's public defender has asked the judge in the case to consider suppressing some statements made by the defendant. Easterling pleaded not guilty in July.
A woman was rushed to the hospital after being attacked overnight in Lexington. Police say the woman was walking down Man o' War near Palumbo Drive when a man tried to steal her purse. He wasn't able to get it, but during the struggle, police say the woman hit her head on a light pole. Someone called the police after seeing her walking down the road and bleeding from the head.
A man suspected in a violent Lexington robbery is headed to court today. Demetrian Boaz is charged with first-degree robbery. According to his arrest citation, Boaz and 2 others held the victims at gunpoint inside a home on Red Mile Road last week. During the robbery, police say one of the victims shot at the suspects. Sequane Freeman was hit 5 times in the chest and at last check was in serious condition. Public records also show one of the victims, Robert Record, was shot by accident. No other arrests have been made.
A year and a half after a southern Kentucky couple was found murdered in their home, a second arrest has now been made in the case. Manchester police arrested Christian Roberts in Clay County over the weekend. He has been indicted by a Laurel County grand jury in the deaths of Donnie and Sharon Jackson. They were found shot to death inside their burning home last March. Bradley Lawson is also charged in the case.
A 15-year-old victim of gun violence will be buried today. Trinity Gay will be laid to rest in Russellville. Police say she was caught in the crossfire outside a Lexington restaurant a week ago. Speaking at her funeral, Trinity's father, Olympic sprinter Tyson Gay, called on the community to pass the baton and help make Lexington a safer place.
An escaped Knox County inmate has turned himself in. Tommy Witt escaped on Friday morning while working to unload a food truck. Police say Witt escaped with another inmate, John Gray, and Gray is still on the run.
Trial is set to begin in a Woodford County murder case today. Vernon Saunders is charged with the murder of his brother. Last year, he told police he shot his brother Timothy, thinking he was an intruder. But police say he then tied his brother to the back of his truck and dragged him down the road, where a passerby later found the body. Kentucky State Police say a man who refused to drop his gun was shot and killed by police. Police say it began with a 911 call from a woman who said she'd been fighting with her boyfriend in Metcalfe County. When troopers arrived, they say Kenny Tomlin came out of the home with a rifle. When he started shooting, state police say troopers shot back, killing Tomlin.
A woman had to be rescued after falling off of a cliff at the River Gorge. The Wolfe County Search and Rescue Team says the woman hit her head and was unconscious. She fell in the area of Creation Falls on Rockbridge Trail. She was carried out using a rope system. We don't know how she's doing here at Mid-Morning.
This morning, the National Transportation Safety Board is investigating a deadly bus crash in California.
13 people were killed, including the bus driver, and 31 others were injured in that crash Sunday near Palm Springs. Roxana Saberi has the latest on the investigation and the victims.
At this vigil on the corner where the tour bus was heading, Delia Sanchez says she survived the crash with a bruised forehead and busted lip. She says, when I woke up, we were already stuck in the mess of metal. Rosalba Ruiz, a 53-year-old grandmother of 5, was one of 13 people killed. Her brother says he was told she died instantly.
Tell her to be careful, and the last time I talked to her was on Wednesday. She was a happy person.
The bus crashed near Palm Springs on the way back to Los Angeles after a trip to a casino when it plowed into the back of a semi-truck on the interstate.
The speed of the bus was so significant that when it hit the back of the big rig, the trailer itself entered about 15 feet into the bus.
The bus passed 3 recent inspections. Investigators are looking into whether alcohol, drugs, or fatigue played a role. Roxana Saberi for CBS News.
Now, a maintenance crew had slowed traffic on the interstate just before that crash. The bus was operated by USA Holiday, which is an LA-based tour company. No details about the driver have been released by officials at this time. AT&T's proposed $85 billion bid to buy Time Warner immediately has raised some regulatory concerns. The deal prompted the Senate's Antitrust Committee to schedule hearings for the deal next month. It would combine AT&T with the company that owns HBO, Warner Brothers, TBS, TNT, and CNN. The acquisition still has to be approved by the U.S. Department of Justice. Well, the ladies of the Big Blue Nation packed Rupp Arena for a record turnout at this year's annual John Calipari Women's Clinic.
More than 1,000 women showed up for the clinic, which was held at Rupp Arena for the first time. Now, during the clinic, Coach Cal surprised everyone with a $10,000 donation to the Markey Cancer Foundation. Many women said the clinic gives cancer survivors a chance to show support for one another.
I am so lucky that I have the support from friends and family and Big Blue Nation. So many people who I didn't even know, who have seen interviews or articles, have reached out, have donated. Everywhere I go, I feel like a celebrity now, but that has helped more than anybody will know.
Ashley Lyle says the tumor usually leaves people with only months to live. Her goal last season was to make it to the SEC tournament, but she's done that and much more.
Well, it's so good to see her. And,
oh, absolutely.
She
what a great thing.
Had the blue hair really going there, didn't she?
Absolutely. We
good.
wish her the very best.
We do.
And keep it here this mid-morning. Bengals fans enjoyed an easy win over Cleveland yesterday, but it's one particular play that has everyone talking.
We're going to show you that coming up after Micah's weather.
And we're looking across the way, live sky camera. There's your shot outside. We're looking at the forecast next few days. I don't see it all that bad, but when we hit Thursday, that's when the rain moves on in. We'll have that coming up next.
Now, your zone-by-zone forecast with meteorologist Micah Harris.
We are in the 50s outside at this moment. We'll finish off in the 60s. It's actually a pretty nice day in store. Still rather cool outside at this very instant, but let me tell you this. We get into your afternoon, we'll be right around average, so that's pretty nice. And we finish off the weekend that way, so why not start off the work week that way. 60 degrees right now in Breathitt County, and then you roll up the Mountain Parkway all the way towards, say, Mount Sterling, sit there in Clark County and Winchester. We're holding on to the 50s. It's a good start. A lot of sunshine. We'll have this look all day long, so absolutely no problems in store for today. Moorhead looks just fine over towards 64. 67 by the afternoon, when typically we're in the mid-60s. That's where we'll actually rise today, right around average. Off toward the evening hours, if you're heading out to the ball fields, once that sun does set, we'll be roughly 60 degrees. It's going to be a bit on the cool side. It's one of those days, if you're in the shade, it's actually a little bit cool, but if you're out in the sunshine, it feels really nice. So once that sun does set, you might need that blanket along with you. Normal temperatures, though, in the forecast today through your Wednesday. Then we hit midweek, which Wednesday night into Thursday, here comes a front that's going to be rolling on through. That will bring us that rain chance in the forecast. So mainly, the best chance of rain is going to be on your Thursday. Once that pushes on out, there's not really cool air filtering on in. Friday actually looks quite nice. So it's more of a rain front than anything. But then we have another cold front that will roll through on the weekend. And that will give us not only the chance of rain, but much cooler conditions. We're talking about upper 50s, lower 60s. It's not only going to be chilly, but it'll also be a little rainy too. And you put those together, it's not that good. So if you have any weekend plans right now, know this, we're still 5, 6, 7 days out. But let me tell you this, if there is a chance of rain, so if you have those events, those plans, just know you might have to adjust those as we get a little bit closer. We'll see if as we get closer, but once again, this week is actually a pretty nice week, except for Thursday when the rain moves on in. But even when the rain moves in, remember last Thursday we had that good shot at rain. This Thursday it won't be as good, but it's still a chance. And I think a lot of us actually really enjoyed that rain last week. The yards look a little bit better, some of the crops, that helped those out. And so just nice little shots of rain here and there is good. We just don't want it on your Saturday and Sunday when we got a lot of these events going on. Preferably not. So when it comes on a Thursday, we're okay with that. It's not all that bad. We'll take it.
All right.
It'll work. Again, a couple of real nice days here to get set for all of that.
That's right.
Well, Cincinnati Bengals fans enjoyed a lopsided victory over Cleveland yesterday, but they were also treated to arguably the play of the year, at least so far this season. Check it out.
Toss one in the end zone or a quick out route to try to get in field goal range. Looks like they're going to go deep. Dalton to the end zone, down the field, and it is deflected and gone! Touchdown!
Just amazing. With seconds left in the half, Bengals quarterback Andy Dalton throws a Hail Mary to the end zone. Amazingly, the ball is juggled, and his receiver, A.J. Green, makes the catch, surrounded by 5 defenders. The Bengals went on to keep the Browns winless thanks to Green's play of the day. What about that?
What about that? And hey, what an ending for UK's game
Same
on Saturday
kind of thing,
night.
really,
Oh,
you know?
my gosh.
Yeah, just last minute.
Hard to sleep after watching that.
Well, it was exciting, though, wasn't it?
BET hosts a concert to honor President Obama, and Matt LeBlanc joins the CBS lineup.
Suzanne Marquez has your eye on entertainment.
Friends star Matt LeBlanc joins CBS tonight with his new comedy, Man with a Plan. The Golden Globe Award winner plays a dad who starts spending more time with his kids when his wife goes back to work, only to discover his little angels are not so angelic.
From now on, you're going to hang your backpacks up, and you're going to clean up the truck before you get out and close the door. That's right.
Man with a Plan airs Monday nights. Usher, Common, and Jill Scott sang for President Obama over the weekend. The White House concert was in partnership with BET Networks and featured more than a dozen performers to celebrate the president's 8 years in office. BET will broadcast the entire night of music November 15th. And Wonder Woman is the new United Nations honorary ambassador for the empowerment of women and girls. TV's Wonder Woman Linda Carter and Gal Gadot, who's starring in the new Wonder Woman film, were at the UN to push for worldwide gender equality.
She stands for love and equality and justice and truth and peace.
Wonder Woman opens in theaters next summer. And that's your Eye on Entertainment. Suzanne Marquez, CBS News, Los Angeles.
Okay, coming right up, a Halloween party for the grown-ups.
Details about Booktacular at the Lexington Public Library next.
And a reminder, tomorrow night's Mega Millions jackpot is $30 million, and Wednesday night's Powerball jackpot is $164 million. We'll be right back on Mid-Morning. Welcome back in. It's so good to have you along. Here we are Monday on WKYT. Gather your friends for some spooky fun at the Lexington Public Library's Booktacular, and that's where the treats are for the grown-ups.
That's right. And Don Worth and Jahida West with the Lexington Public Library are here with all the details. Welcome. Glad to have you here.
Well, thank you. Thanks for having us.
You told us, there's a lot going on this time of year, but nothing is more exciting than Booktacular.
This is what people need to know about.
Yes.
Tell us about it.
Well, it's an adult Halloween party. The big things that we've got Willie's, locally known as, doing the food, which they're relatively, well, not new, but they've just reopened in their new location, but they're doing the catering for us. Bullet Bourbon and West 6th Brewing are both participating, and it's an adult costume party, but you don't have to wear costumes. You can wear black instead. And it's all benefiting the library's homework help program. So it's a fun night doing good work.
Okay, that doesn't sound quiet to me. And in a library, you usually think about being really quiet, but this is going to be fun.
It is. It is.
And tell us a little bit more about the homework help project.
Sure.
What is that all about?
It's an after-school program for students. A few years ago, we helped over 800 students at our village and north branches. So it's open to any student who needs just a little extra help or support, and they get a free snack and homework help.
That sounds perfect.
And it's pretty excellent, and it's a great opportunity just to help support the children.
That's neat. Is that run by a library staff or volunteers or what?
Both, a combination.
Yes,
right?
it's largely done through volunteers. We're actually working with Kentucky One Health this year to do that, we've expanded it to include our North Side branch, but it's a combination. We also work with God's Pantry to do the snacks, so it's a good.
I would think once people know that it's there and come out and try it once, that they want to come back for it.
Yes, we get a lot of the kids will come through, and the exciting thing in our village branch has been going on for long enough that we're starting to see these kids getting into college and moving forward and doing great things with their lives.
That makes you feel good.
It does.
Well, Jahida, if people want to attend Booktacular, how do they do that?
Well, we're encouraging everyone to go online and buy tickets at lexpublib.org. Tickets are $75 a piece, and you get all this great, local food and drink, and have a good time with a DJ and silent auction. So we really want everybody to come out. It'll be great.
Do most of the people come in costume?
Yes, this is our third year, and we have a costume contest, so you don't want to miss out. We got some good stuff.
You didn't say until, ? So it don't, that might go into the night.
It might.
Yeah.
It might.
Thanks for coming by.
Very good. Thank you. Thanks for having us.
Good time and for a great cause. We appreciate you being here.
Nothing spooky or scary about that.
No.
Well, keep it right here on Mid-Morning.
Back in a moment, and we'll be checking in with the Mr. Food Test Kitchen next and see what's cooking up here early in the new week.
Welcome back. A few seconds in the fryer go a long way in giving this traditional veggie a seasonal twist.
Today in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, it's Parmesan crusted cauliflower.
Every year there's one vegetable that for one reason or another becomes what I call the veggie of the year. Maybe it's because it's been touted as some kind of superfood or because of its versatility. This year, that veggie has to be cauliflower. Growing up, most of us probably had it steamed with a bit of salt and pepper, which is good, but pretty boring. Then moms discovered that if they smothered it with cheese sauce, they could disguise it and the kids would eat it. And as its popularity grows, so does our creativity. These days we see it boiled and mashed as an alternative to mashed potatoes, chopped and baked like a flatbread, and even breaded with all sorts of stuff. I think one of my new favorites is cauliflower coated in seasoned panko breadcrumbs, accented with Parmesan cheese, and skillet fried until it's golden. You see, cooking cauliflower with breadcrumbs and cheese like this gives it a rich, nutty taste. And the nice thing about these is you can serve it as an appetizer or as a welcome addition to any main dish. I do hope you'll go online and get the recipe for Parmesan crusted cauliflower, along with more cauliflower recipes, so you can experience firsthand just how versatile it can be. I'm Howard in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found a crispier way for you to say, ooh, it's so good.
And all the Mr. Food recipes are on WKYT.com, so you can check them out and try them out.
Absolutely.
Right?
And you can check out weather on WKYT.com while you're there. Why not? But let me get you updated if you haven't been able to see that 7-day just yet. We're at 67 for today, 65 tomorrow. Today and tomorrow, right around average. They look good. They feel pretty nice, too, especially during the afternoon hours. Then we hit Wednesday. We're sitting there in close to 70 degrees later on in the afternoon. And Thursday looks like our next best chance of rain as this front gets a little bit closer. Remember, this front is a rainy front on Thursday. It's not so much a cold front because those temperatures on Friday, they actually rise a little bit more, closer to 70 degrees. But then you get another cold front. And this one there on Saturday and Sunday will actually drop temperatures to the upper 50s to lower 60s. So there are actually two fronts in the forecast. One on Thursday will bring you some rain, and then one toward the weekend that not only brings you some chances of rain, but also looks for those temperatures there in the upper 50s, lower 60s. Still, guys, I don't see a big shot at cold air rushing on in here and just wiping everything on out and putting us into this cold spell. It's not anywhere on the 7-day. I just don't see it. So I guess that's good news or bad news, depending on which way you look at it.
Well, that's fine.
We're getting close to Halloween, though.
We are.
Really
Next Monday.
At least some
That's right.
chilly air for Halloween.
Well, a lot of
see.
folks are, wanting that pollen kind of out of the air. So
That
maybe,
would be
maybe
nice.
a few
little
days.
frost would help.
Yeah.
Some rain moving on in.
Yeah.
So we'll see how that turns out. But 2 shots of some rain there for
All
the
right.
7 day.
All right. Thank you for joining us for WKYT at Mid-Morning. We have several stories in progress for the noon news, and we hope you'll join us then.
The Bold and the Beautiful is next on CBS. We'll see you back here at noon.